It's time for the Interesting Stories Report with Richard Southern. And Richard, what's more important to you, rest or exercise?
I'll take a little nap and think about it and get back to you, Erica.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's a new survey out. I found this kind of interesting, maybe relatable. New survey out that found most people said they were simply too tired to adopt a healthier lifestyle. That's the story I'm going to go with, Erica. Too tired.
I can relate.
Absolutely. A lot of people can. Busy lifestyles right now. Fatigue was the number one thing cited in this new survey is why people didn't change their diet or adopt a more physically active lifestyle. Other common reasons given were the cost of food. It is more expensive to eat healthy. We know that. Lack of time, lack of a good work-life balance, and other costs cited were the high cost of exercise. It ain't cheap to join a gym. I'm just kidding, of course, Erica. I'm at my peak physical strength right now, and I have a perfect diet, so there's nowhere for me to go, quite frankly.
Congratulations, Richard. I'm glad you're doing so well. Okay, the Big Apple could have a big problem on its hands.
It's sinking, Erica. New York City sinking under the weight of its massive skyscrapers, according to a big new report from the U.S. Geological Survey. It warns that the Big Apple is sinking under the weight of the skyscrapers, and combine that with the rising sea levels, and the report says NYC could be waterlogged in 80 to 100 years, resembling more of a Venice than a New York City. Now, the Army Corps of Engineers is talking about the possibility of a $52 billion coastal seawall to protect New York and other areas from flooding. I don't know, Eric, it seems far off when you talk about that, but then you remember back, a few years ago with the Hurricane Sandy, and New York was underwater for a period of time. Pretty scary stuff.
It actually doesn't seem that, less than a century, It's not that long to me anyways. Speaking of sinking, we're getting a never-before-seen look at the Titanic in its final resting place.
This is really cool. We've seen lots of shots of the wreck, but they're always isolated pictures of the ship. This now, for the first time, a full 3D rendering of the entire wreck and the debris field. This remarkable visualization was achieved by two remote operated submarines, which spent the entire of last summer down there scanning the shipwreck. It's a detailed look. You can even see the serial number on one of the propellers. The images also show, the bow recognizable, but the stern kind of crushed when it collided with the seafloor back in 1912. It's a complete historical record, Erica, which is important because the wreck is slowly deteriorating. It'll be no more. I remember back quite a few years ago, they had some of the artifacts come to Toronto, and one of them from the Titanic, Erica, was a TTC ticket that they took out of a gentleman's wallet. He was heading back to Toronto when he perished in the wreck. So it still fascinates us all these years later.
Very much so, and seeing it in that 3D scan, that's incredible. Okay, thanks, Richard. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.